Alright, now both horses are eating. Alaska is dry under the rug. I always check if he's dry under the rug. And now I'm going to scrape Mira. The rain stopped for a while, so I really hope this helps her cope. She's absolutely lovely. Right now I am with Alaska by the gate because His Royal Highness requested a pamper. But Mira is right over there. She's a bit stressed, but she's relatively calm. I mean, she's just alert. So I'm honestly loving her evolution, and I really hope she lets me put a rug on next time. Friday afternoon, and both horses are eating, but they have been very alert about an umbrella that someone put right inside the field, and like, this is downright sadistic, because this really spooks the horses. Like, what the actual... Oh, I'm just gonna take it off. Okay, they're relatively calm. Just going to put it in the trash, because like, what the fuck. Okay, they're fine. I'm just going to get this out of here. I don't know if anyone thought that Mira would just pick up the umbrella with her mouth and use it to shield herself from the rain. And my hair is wet because I was taking a shower before coming here. I take showers at the weirdest times. It's like, oh, I'm stressed, I'm gonna take a shower. But the weather hasn't been terrible. It stopped raining this morning, and it has been relatively good today. I really hope that the worst is past us. We are, however, on yellow warning for the rain until 8 p.m. today. But now that the umbrella is out of the way, my desperate self is going to try to put the rug on Mira again. It's not that I believe I can put the rug on her, it's just that I'm desperate. But she has been showing some curiosity regarding the rug on Alaska's back. Like, she goes there and she sniffs it and bites it gently, so wish me luck. Alright, she came to inspect it as soon as I put it on the ground. I would say this is positive. Inspection is always positive. Very positive. We'll see. Is it today? Is it not today? I really hope it's today. Just, please. Please, humor me. In the meantime, Alaska walked himself to the pamper area, but I'm going to try it with Mira again first. Or maybe I'm going to do a pamper first. I'm just going to spread this so she has a bigger area to inspect. And you inspect while you get a pamper. Alright, so now I was scratching Alaska's bum. I still am. I'm scratching him right here with my magic brush. See, I have a brush. I promise, I have a brush. And a woman just came here with 2 children. And for some reason, children always find me standing right behind Alaska. And the woman was like, oh, see, Alaska's already an elder. And so I said in my passive-aggressive voice, oh, don't worry, you are more of an elder than he is. I really don't like it when people say that my horse is old, because he's not old. Like, he's 18, but he's an Arabian. 18 is not old for an Arabian. And he's really loving it. Oh. He really loves his butt scratches. I brushed Mira very lightly just to get the dirt off in case I can put the rug on. Whoop. And this is what her coat is looking like. This is not a winter coat. The storm we are going through is improper for this time of the year. She does have a thick coat in some areas, but both my horses have been shedding for like 2 months or something. So yeah, they're getting their summer coats on. This is absolutely improper. Guys, we're not exactly making progress here. I had the rug with me and it made some noise and Mira spooked, and then Alaska spooked because Mira spooked. And yeah, it took her a while to let me get close to her with the rug again. And they're also going through their usual daily migration, so Since they're now on the move, I don't exactly feel like this is the best moment to try to put the rug on Mira, because Alaska can go off running at any moment and then she will just go running after him. So, oh my god. Just why does owning horses have to be so complicated? Well, they are not migrating to their usual place, but they're running. So, yeah. I'm just calmly going to walk with them. Okay, so they ran all the way here. They were still running, but they stopped running when I started recording. But like, they were looking so fancy, both of them. And I'm just like, please. Mira is very spooky again. I put the rug on the floor because she was inspecting it on my hands. Well, I ran out of storage space in my cell phone, so that's why I'm suddenly recording at home. But Mira was very spooky and she didn't let me put the rug on, so I'm super worried about her. I'm just worried sick. And all of a sudden it starts raining like a lot. And then Alaska started running and jumping in the air and kicking in the air. And then Mira started doing the same thing, and I was just against the fence like, please don't kill me. But I find it very funny because I think that when people call Alaska old, he can understand that, because every time someone says that Alaska is old in front of Alaska, a moment later, he's just, it looks like he drank from the fountain of youth. It's amazing. I mean, Alaska was not retired due to his age. He was retired due to the melanomas that I found inside his mouth. So I tried a pitless bridle on him, but it was impairing his breathing, and so I was just like, well, you know what? He has given me enough. I can retire him now in good health. And there is truly not a problem with me getting another horse if I really want to keep riding, because I wasn't sure if I was going to keep riding at the time. And then I just bought Mira. And I'm so glad I did. I think Alaska is really loving his retirement. You really don't have to wait for a horse to be completely torn to retire him. You can retire a horse in good health. And he's super happy in his retirement. Mira is a wonderful, wonderful filly. And I do love the way that she's starting to get into the rhythm of things with ground work and pole work. But at the same time, I'm just worried sick about her because she won't let me put the rug on. Okay, Saturday morning. Both horses are fine. I brought the rug again because even if I cannot put it on her, it's not like I'm just gonna quit. I'm still going to try. Right now I'm waiting for the horses to eat, and then I'm just going to let Mira inspect the rug on her own. And she's already looking at me like, what do you have in mind? I feel like the storm is passing. Thank God. Like, finally. It's not raining as much as it did, especially in the day that I found her shaking. Like, that was bad for my heart health, okay? Mild heart attack moment. But we are still supposed to have rain at least today and tomorrow. Some people say that we are going to have rain until Tuesday, and the weekend is meant to bring a storm, like a thunderstorm, and I'm just like, ah. I really hope nothing happens to my babies. Like, Alaska is clearly the calmest horse that you can think of in these situations. But this sort of weather is not normal where I live. But since about COVID hit, not exactly since COVID hit, because like COVID hit and then we had like super good weather, like not too hot, not too cold for like 1 year. And then storms just started becoming more common. We even had a flood experience. I literally had water inside my house. So I feel like the weather for Portugal is changing, and not in a good way. Oh, there comes Mira. I'm glad I have permission to give them a shelter here, but at the same time I'm not sure how we're going to get a shelter for them, so I really hope we can figure that out soon. because I don't exactly want Mira to be out in the storm, especially not like this. I've been trying to take my time with her, go easy, because she's a baby and it's a lot of novelty. She was stabled 24/7 before coming here, and then it was like grass, freedom, cows, a horse friend that she can actually touch. And she started cantering and jumping over things like rocks and logs, and she started walking over poles and doing groundwork, and oh my god, treats and heart feed. That's so good. So yeah, it's been a lot of new things for her, not just a new environment, not just a new person, but a ton of new things. So I'm really trying to take my time with her and be very respectful. I swear to god, that jacket is amazing. It's resisting Mira. I've really been trying to be respectful and respect her and her evolution, and oh my god, please don't ruin my jacket. This is not a toy for you to play with. It's mine. She's so sweet. I really like her. Lots of novelty, lots of new things, and I don't want to push her too hard, but at the same time I really feel like I have to push harder with the rug thing, because she cannot be out in a storm like this. And if we have more storms coming, which I really hope we don't, because it's literally March. And last year the summer started in April, like actual summer temperatures. We had a summer weekend last weekend. And what are you doing? See, he's going to the pamper zone and he's like, get out of here, this is my zone. My time. Oh my god. So yeah, I really don't like the fact that the weather is changing. Can Portugal please keep its good weather? In the middle of Alaska's pamper, I saw Mira trying to bite a piece of wood, and her lower lip was very tense, so I gave her the pacifier to bite. I gave her a very slight facial massage, and then she started biting me like, get away from here! Like, not exactly biting, but making a biting movement. So I just got away from her. She yawned a few times. She slept a little bit when she was just standing there. She even stretched herself like quite a bit. 2 times it was like a cat stretch. But now she's awake. She explored the rug. I just didn't have time to start filming. And oh, I'm almost done with this guy. Most pampers aren't exactly massages. I just scratch him on most times, because I cannot massage a horse 2 times a day. Like, his favorite are the booty scratches. But yeah, Mira gets very nervous and very stressed when the weather is like this. She's usually very cranky, but I feel like this time she's not that cranky, so I'll kind of take that as a win, although she's not on the best ever mood. But I do believe that she will get better with time, and she has a perfect example here, and she's really loving this. He's really loving this. It's so cute. I'm now going to get the trays, get the rug, and just head home. I really don't think she will let me put a rug on her, like, so soon. But at the same time, we're still going to work on it. I'll just try to work on it when she's not so stressed. I mean, I really hope that the worst part of the storm is past us. So I'm just going to make exploring the rug part of our daily routine. And I'm going to try to have her take smaller steps again. Go back to the rug square 0 again. I just keep going back to the rug square 0. Like, she's really great with most things, but with the rug it's just been so difficult to have her accept it. I absolutely love her. I think she's a stellar baby to work with, but the whole rug thing, it's really weighing on me. So I'll come back in the afternoon. Can I come back in the afternoon? Or will you not let me leave? Can I leave? Can I leave the field, Alaska? He's not saying a word. I don't think he wants me to leave. He's really enjoying himself. Oh. I never record on time, but she went to the rug, she bit it again, and she yawned. But prior to that, she came to Alaska, she licked his rug, and she yawned like twice, and she even hit her tongue on his rug. So, I mean, I feel like seeing Alaska with the rug on is kind of helping her understand that it's normal for horses to have a rug on, that it's okay for horses to have a rug on. So, yeah, just please understand that, because I want the best for you. I mean, Alaska loves having a rug on during winter. He really doesn't like the cold, he really doesn't like the rain. And honestly, if it wasn't for Mira being here, he would ask me to take him home to shield him from the rain. So yeah, he's just the best big brother she could ever have. And he deserves all the scratches and all the kisses and massages and whatnot that I could possibly give him, because he's really a lovely baby. In the meantime, she took her hoof off, but she was standing on the rug, so I think we are making progress. I'm not gonna leave the field yet. I'm just going to let her hang around the rug. Please let me put a rug on you, like super duper soon. She's acting so cranky today though. Today is really not the best day to attempt to put a rug on her because of how cranky she's acting. But when she goes back to being the teddy bear sweet Mira, then I'm gonna try again. She literally has two personalities. You have teddy bear Mira, and then you have dinosaur Mira. Mirosaurus Rex. And there's just no in between. She's either super sweet and cuddly or she's trying to kill you. But look how relaxed he is. Oh, my sweet baby. I honestly love seeing him like this. In the meantime, Alaska slept for a while. He was just standing next to me. But both horses are on their way grazing now, so I'm just gonna head home. Alright, Saturday afternoon, and they are both eating, my perfect babies. But the sky isn't looking so great behind me. I mean, this looks very cute, very cinematic actually. But we had some rain throughout the day, and then it stopped. And thankfully Mira is okay. She honestly just did something that I do not find ideal, but it was certainly funny because I prepared both trays outside, and then Alaska let me come here because he normally just circles me like a hungry piranha. This is the comparison that one of my friends made once. And I gave Alaska his tray, and then Mira just came to me, and we were both right next to his croup. He moved a little since then, but we were both very close to Alaska's croup. And he could have kicked Mira, but he could have hit me. So I tried to walk from Alaska to where Mira is right now, and I had the tray in the air, and I was letting her eat from the tray that was still in the air. But since I just kept moving away and moving and moving, she gave me like a half rear, and she was like like an upset neigh. And I was like, oh, okay baby, I'm sorry. Like, I feel like sometimes she gets a bit frustrated because she doesn't really understand what's happening, and this is just one of Mira's ways of letting out her frustration and her stress. But I feel like she's so much better at handling her emotions and her frustration. In the very, very beginning, she gave me like 2 very high rears, and I was like, God save me. But it became much less common. She only had, like after the very, very beginning, she only had that rear episode I told you about, where I was between her and the gate. She had that rear the other day that was related to this storm, and apart from that, I don't really get to complain. And she's not even 3 years old yet, so I really won't complain. I mean, she's great. It could be so much worse. We are still expecting some more rain tonight. I don't love it. I do not love those clouds. But it's almost over. It's almost over. Please be over soon. And I really, really hope that we can get them a really good shelter as soon as possible. Anyway, if you guys have literally anything that you can say about shelters, then please leave it in the comments. I would really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm always like so alert when a car drives by, because if they drive by very slowly and they have children inside, and like, okay, they're probably just slowing down so that the children can see the horses. They drive by very slowly and they don't have any children with them, or I don't see any children, I just write down the license plate, because you just never know. You just never know. And if something happens, it's better to have suspects than to have no idea what you're gonna do. Anyway, I'm just going to hang with them for a while, even after they eat. I really like to be at the field with my horses. I don't want them to see me as someone who only shows up when she's bringing food or when she wants something out of them. Like for Mira, it's groundwork for now, and to desensitize her to a multitude of things. For Alaska, he's retired, but of course he will still have farrier appointments, vet appointments, yada yada yada. Sometimes I will be like, hey Alaska, do this for me. And I don't want to be the person who only shows up when she wants something. I really like to just be here, be another element in the field, be another member of the family, and just be with my horses. Just look at them, see how they behave, see how they communicate with each other, because I truly believe that there is a lot you can learn about horses in general and every specific horse if you just take a moment to sit down and look at them. Funny thing, I feel like Mira sometimes tries to communicate with me the same way that Alaska communicates with her, and that's not optimal, but like we can still work on it. Right now I'm just trying to not confuse her too much. I love you too. Just let me grab her pacifier. No, I'm just trying to not make her too confused. But she's really a lovely baby. I mean, you can see that she's very, very cuddly. She's just a baby. She's just, hey! Hey! She's just a baby and she's still learning. Mira! She's just a baby and she's still learning, and she's growing to be a very beautiful lady. So I do have really good hopes for the future. She has her not so great moments sometimes, but I am confident that she will grow to be a wonderful, wonderful mare. So let's see what the weather holds for us tomorrow. But before I go, I just wanted to remind you all that it seems that Mira didn't have the best social development. When she came here, she was immediately super attached to Alaska, and she often got in his personal space, and then he would push her out of his space. And how would he push her out? By kicking and biting and doing all the nasty things. But I truly don't blame any of the horses. I acknowledge that these things are normal, but at the same time I do feel like she didn't have the best social development prior to coming here. So having Alaska show her how to communicate is really a blessing. But at the same time, I do not communicate with horses in the exact same way that they communicate among each other, because I cannot be taking bites and kicks and biting and kicking like I am a horse. So my communication with Mira definitely still needs some work, but like I said, we will get there with enough time. For now, I'm just trying to not confuse her too much, because I feel like lots of things are so new to her and it's just so easy for her to be confused. And yes, I'm looking at my horses and they are looking at someone walking around. Anyway, I'm gonna see if Alaska wants a pamper and then I'm gonna head home. Okay, Sunday morning. It was raining during the night, but I think Mira's okay. I don't think this justifies scraping her out.